Hello, I'm Andy, and here's a program called Best Vocation Talent, Skills. If you're born on the 19th of February, before I begin, here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and most importantly, reading your palms. Your palms are very special. They are the messaging of the soul that's appearing on your palms so that we can read the future together with your date of birth and time of birth. And I will show you how. Your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions, all these energies which are contributing to the welfare and the power of the gemstones. And these are very powerful tools of communication. And with that, you will see that your future becomes lucky, even wearing very lucky colors, because everything communicates between you, the soul, and the planets. That's the triology of energy. We'll talk more about this later. So, born on the 19th of February, you are born on a day where your ego is too big. And because of that, you become a loner, you become a perfectionist, you are difficult in partnerships of every kind, and you will always tend to have trouble getting along with people. You can't afford to be a solo player because your plans are going to be very big and you want to be famous and you want to be well known. You can't do that all on your own. You need to formulate good partnerships, whether in business, whether in love life, whether in sports, whether in anything. And only then you will have the possibility of doing things on your big scale. You are a very inventive person, very innovative. You have unique ideas. And the businesses of information technology, computers, the internet is all there waiting for you to use it which way that you want. But you'll want to be famous, so use all these tools of communication. And you will want to be a player of the whole world. You'll want to travel, and you can travel on the internet. You don't have to catch a boat nowadays or a plane. So do all your traveling, and your foundation will be built on these three wonderful areas of the internet and the platform of information technology. You'll be very lucky with land. So anything related to land, the real estate business or the business of building homes as a builder or farming and agriculture will also be very lucky for you because this planet Saturn is there very well placed. You will definitely want to be an educated person, an architect maybe, a lawyer, a doctor, anything of a professional nature. You could be ending up teaching in colleges or even universities, and you will also do well in that area. You will be a very compassionate person. So don't let the compassionateness be not seen just because people observe that you're too egoistic. So try to be a player in teamwork, and people will notice your compassion and they want to support you. You have the gifts of communication everywhere, the creative side, the speaking side, the writing side. And so you can sway people with the way you communicate in every possible way. So learn how to improve your sense of communication. You learn things very fast. You have a wonderful brain. And you also, as I said, are very innovative, coming up with new ideas. And what about Venus, the most creative planet, on the 19th of February in the period of Aquarius? You have that on your side as well. You could be an entertainer of any kind, a writer and composer of songs, or a singer. And you could be also writing plays and composing all kinds of wonderful things for people to go to the theater, for example. So the levels of communication together with the levels of creativity can take you very far in whatever you do. You tend to be very secretive, and that's not very good. That brings about trouble at work and trouble in business. It's all about brinkmanship. What is brinkmanship? It means you want to be better than the others. So you might hold back information for the wrong reason, but you will be found out and you could be fired from your job because you didn't want to help your fellow players. Or you could be a person who has many types of accidents, physical accidents, financial accidents, all simply because this ego side of you. So you have to tone down the ego to be lucky. You have a personality which can be the best, as I use the word, very compassionate. But the extreme other side is very selfishness, of you wanting to be first and in the limelight all the time. The planets of inspiration are every day. So you could be a very inspired person, inspired in just about every way possible. But you will tend to be also a loner. Well, most geniuses are loners. And so you will tend to be that. But that would be bad for partnerships and big plans. I'm going to give you some ages as an example. The positive ages, as I call them. Everybody has cycles. Another word for cycles are periods of time. Your positive ages for you born on the 19th of February, one sample would be the ages of 22, 31, 40, 49, 58, 67, 76, 85, or 94 years old. As you approach these ages, good things will come within sight. As you enter these ages, the rewards will wait for you. Just like you have positive cycles, there will also be negative cycles. And I'll give you an example of a negative cycle. Your ages of 19 and then 28, 37, 46, 55, 64, 73, 82, or 91 years old. You're going to have to be very, very careful that everything you do will fail because simply people turn against you or you cannot find the support you desperately need, all because of the ego problems. So you will have many cycles in a lifetime. When you see me for a 90-minute session, which will just cost you USD $50, I'll talk to you about your cycles good and your cycles bad for the next 9 years to prepare you, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. We'll go through it quickly to show you the platform that waits for you. Compatibility, that's a big problem for you. And people who have no compatibility, they end up doing everything themselves and they usually fail because you need support. You need support and many kinds of brains to help you do big projects. So improve your compatibility. How do you do it? By improving your tolerance for people and improving your teamwork. That's the two simplest ways. And then it will help you. It will help your temperament because you have a temperament problem. Temperament is behavior. Behavior at home, behavior in job, behavior in business. You have that problem. Just can't get along with people simply because you cannot take orders from people easily. That's not good. All your talents, all your skills will never be used properly because nobody will have long term any kind of wanting to do with you long term. So that'll be a wasted life in many ways. Regarding your health, in this 90-minute session, I will talk to you very seriously about the health problems in you, all ahead of time. And I will show you exactly using your date of birth, time of birth, and most importantly, reading your palms. I'll show you exactly what's going wrong, which organ is in trouble, at what age is going to give you trouble. All that I will go deeply for you. So it is all a question of early detection. Before you can fall ill, you will be told by me where to go to the doctor, which kind of doctor, and what organ to heal. And you'll be always on top of it. That's the only way. Because we normally go to hospitals when we're already 60, 70% sick. And that's when the problem is beyond help, most of the time. Will you be an academic or will you be hands-on? You could be both. You will love the university. You will love slowly getting all the wisdom. Then the opposite is you could be hands-on without going to colleges or universities. You will get the passion of doing something, especially linked to computers and the internet. And that's called hands-on, creating and inventing things yourself and being very much a person who comes out with fantastic ideas all the time, uniqueness. You could be either one. And so you'll be that kind of a person. I've met many people born on this 19th of February who are great sports person. And they do sports in a very unique way, in their own unique way. And they don't very much link to partnerships. They are when they are inspired, whether it's football, whether it's hockey, whether it's cricket, whether it's ice skating, whatever. On that inspiration day, they do something beyond what people can believe. And you are one of those days. So when you see me for a 90-minute session, I'll be able to tell you when are the periods of inspiration and when you should try to be in company and in partnerships rather than going on your own because you might just fail badly. And also how the compatibility in love affairs and marriage and job and business is very essential for people like you because the compatibility for you is difficult in the sense that you set standards too high and people can't or don't want to go to those standards. And that's why you end up with your own standards but getting nowhere. So remember, ego, ego, ego. You have to look into that carefully. This 90-minute session, if I may have a couple of minutes from you, if you like to play lotteries, I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. To win a lottery is a supernatural feat, so you need supernatural strength from the soul and the third eye. And I'll show you how to awaken that. We get it automatically awakened in our lifetimes, but always in our late 50s and 60s and 70s. It's always much too late. But I will show you how to have that awakened much, much earlier. And even if you're a teenager, came to visit me for a 90-minute session, you will be that teenager who will learn things very quickly and have very early success as well. So here's my email. Send me this email. Let's get down to business, you and me, at whatever age you are. Life is too short. And I will get you on your feet and running towards the signs of success. In the meantime, I wish you a good life. Thank you. Goodbye.